Hello, everyone. This video is made for us to discuss the scientific article project that we had. And I hope that you have already started watching the video that I sent through our group chat. That video will really give you ideas on how we can intelligently read scientific articles. So that is very helpful video. That's why I am putting it there so that we can learn how to efficiently and intelligently read papers without wasting much time. That video has really helped me a lot. So I hope that you have been reading already several articles in the 1 or 2 weeks time that you have been online. And we will be online from this week, November 21 until December 2. So I hope that you will spend your time to really work seriously on your projects because there is a lot of learning to be gained if we just work on the activities that I gave you. So let me share my screen here. So I really hope that you have been watching this video already. I don't know if you can see this on your screen. So this is the things that you are going to write, the notes that you are going to make on each article. Each article has to have this. It's like a cover page. There's going to be the outline. There's going to be this part where you're going to summarize the entire article. And there's going to be this part where you're going to analyze. You're going to write down the main ideas, the very significant points that are being raised in the article. So I hope you have been watching that video already. So this is our template. So for every article that we are going to read, we are going to put this, or we are going to apply this template for every article we're going to read. So when we were meeting face to face, I told you that you're going to print not the entire article, just select a few pages from the introduction, few pages from the materials and methods section, few pages from the results section, but you read the entire article, and on top of the article, you make this template. You apply this template. You write your notes following this template, where you put the title, one sentence to describe what the article is all about in your own words, and then you make a one paragraph summary, and in this part, in the analyze part, you write the main points. Okay, so I'm going to show you an example, something that I made because I'm also reading an article right now. So okay, I'll show you my example. Okay, so right here, I am reading a paper or a scientific article. We can call this a scientific article. We can also call this a scientific paper or paper for short. And as I'm reading this, I am applying the techniques that are being taught in the video I sent you. So this is several pages. I'm still halfway through. But if you look through the pages, applying the techniques in the video that I sent you can see here things that I wrote in the margins of the pages here. So I have my notes on the sides of the pages. Because in the video, if you watch it, the recommendation is that instead of just underlining or highlighting paragraphs and sentences, this is very common, highlighting paragraphs and sentences. So instead of just merely highlighting paragraphs and sentences, the more efficient thing to do is to make notes. Okay, write your notes on the sides of the article. Okay, so I have my notes here. I have my notes here on the sides. So this is another page, and I have my notes again here. And let me see if I have, let me check if I have notes on the third page. I still do have notes on the third page. And let's go through the fourth page. I don't have notes on the fourth page, but I do have notes on the other pages. I think this is the seventh or eighth page. I have my notes here on the margins. So this is very helpful for me. And like the girl in the video said, when you read this way, it helps you remember what you have understood better than merely highlighting something on the page. Writing your understanding down on the sides of the paper helps you in recalling your understanding of the paper way better than simply highlighting or marking it. Kana bitang magamit ta og mga highlighter pens to highlight those sentences. So the girl in the video said that mas maayo gyud daw na instead of doing that, you write on the sides your understanding of the paragraph or of the topic. When it's a very significant point, you better write it down, like I did here. Oh, and also there, here, they on top. There, I also have some notes here. Yeah, so this is a better technique to aid our understanding of the material, so that we do not have to keep rereading it. And I love this technique. I love it way better than simply highlighting things. So I will show you now my application of the template that I gave you, because it is what you're going to do for your project as well. So I will show you. So this is our template. Remember, you are going to have this cover page for every article that you read. So I applied this one in the article that I was reading. And this is my application. I'm going to show you my application. Okay, so come on, you just write there, handwritten ang inyo, but right now you're seeing that I'm typing it on my computer, but in your case, you don't have to type it on a computer. You write it by hand. So I want something that is handwritten. So going back to the template, the first thing that we're going to write is the title. And where did I get this template? I got this from the video. Okay, so if you just go to the video, you will see the same thing. The outline is here, the summarize and the analyze sections are all here right from the video. So you simply go to the video, and so here's the template, the title first. And in my own article that I was reading, this is the title. I wrote the title, vignette. It's a data collection technique. This is an alternative technique for collecting data aside from direct questioning and surveys. So instead of asking people directly, in this technique called vignette, you present a hypothetical scenario, a pretend situation to the respondent, and then the respondent will have to make a judgment based on the situation that you are presenting. So this is called a vignette. That's a technique for data collection. So this is the title of the article I'm reading. So going back to our template, the next you have to do is you have to write a one sentence. Just write one sentence here describing or explaining what the entire article is all about in your own understanding. So in my own understanding, I did write one paragraph here. And this is my understanding, okay? I wrote here this is something I wrote in my own words. I actually have not read the entire article yet, but I have scanned na through the entire paper. Kaya na going at the technique for reading a paper is do not read it in detail right away. Konsa lang, you scan, light reading lang, scan it per page, look at the tables, look at the diagrams, look at the pictures if there are any. Para you will have a feel, you will have an idea of what the article is all about. So I did that with this article before I read the entire thing. The entire thing. I'm now halfway through. I'm not yet done. I'm just halfway through. But I already have an understanding of what it is all about. So now I can already supply a one paragraph, I mean not one paragraph, a one sentence description here of what this article is all about. Simply, this article is simply the recommendation for the use of vignettes, okay? Because it is a superior survey strategy. It is a superior strategy compared to direct questioning. So that's basically the skeleton. Um, getting outline, discover the skeleton. So in my example here, this is the skeleton. The heart of this article, ang paggamit ko nun sa vignette is maayo daw ang alternative strategy compared to direct questioning and survey. So simply that. So this part here na summarize, if you look here at our template, we have the summarized part here. Sa atong video, we also have the summarized part here. Okay. So here in the article that I am reading, in my example, I have not yet summarized the entire article because I am not yet done reading it. I am still halfway through. And while I was reading it, I was able already to make some good points here. So, kini sila nga bullet points. These are the points, the significant points that I discovered while I was reading the article. And these are points that I want to remember because I am planning to use this technique for my own research or a research proposal. So the points that I make here will be very helpful personally in helping me remember the nature of this technique and to help me remember the nature, the requirements, the components of this type of questioning, of this technique of data collection called vignette. So, muna siya nga, I have here these bullet points. So, while you are reading your own article as well, you may not be summarizing it yet, but you can already be writing your understanding here in the analyze part. You can be making your points already here, point by point, the things that you've learned. You can already start writing. And then when you are done reading the article, you can then summarize. Okay, I'm not yet done. So the summarized part is still blank because I am not yet done reading. So I'm sharing this with you because I believe several of you have already started reading your respective articles and you can apply this strategy. The same thing I am doing now with my own paper, Mahogibasa. Okay, you can do also with yours. Okay, so remember, this is a project, and I'm giving you this project not to give you a hard life, but to give you learning that is commensurate for the status of a university student. Because you are in university, my aim is to treat you as university students who will rise to the occasion when you are given activities that are uh, activities that are suitable for undergraduate students. Okay, so uh, okay, so this is the article I'm reading. I'm still halfway through, but I've already written my main points using the template that I gave you. So you do the same. You can start writing down the significant points and then you can summarize later when you're done reading. So again, I am giving this to you not to give you a hard life, but to give you skills, solid skills. Because when I was an undergraduate student, we did not have this kind of things taught to us. but these things are already included in the syllabus in order to prepare you for future rigor, okay, for future research work, rigorous work in your upper years. So if you take this seriously, you will stand to benefit out of this activity. I am not the person to be benefited. It will be you who will be primarily benefited. And this is activity that is very good for university students. Dili ka mahap kung i-treat mo sa inyong mga teacher na mura ra og high school students. We should not be happy with that. We should rise to the occasion as university students. And that's the way I treat all my students. I give them material and activities that should be learned by students who are in university. So you have 2 weeks right there. In your free time, magbasa mo, di man kinahanglan yun nga sabton yun tanan in detail because ang ato ra magud ani kinahanglan sa nasabot ra gud sa kaya ra gud nga sabton. Because ang ato ani nga the goal is just to orient you to scientific literature. Okay? So this is not something that's very hard. This is not something that will drain your brains or take the life out of you. This is just something that will orient you to academic literature because this is part of the syllabus. And as I said, this is a very good exercise that will help you in your future works, especially research works later on. Okay, so take advantage of your free time. You can just select parts to read, kay, especially the research section. You can focus on the research section because the results, sorry, not the research section, the results section. You can focus on that because the significant results of the study can be found in the assignment section. Makita na to ang results kanang mag-research ta, mag-study ta. Sa introduction section ba, sa materials and methods section, or sa results section? In the results section. Okay, so you can focus on that. You find out what are the significant results of this study, what are the interesting results of the study. Okay, so take your project seriously, and I will see you on December. I will see you on December. And make good use, make responsible use of your free time. If you're an athlete for the squad, don't spend all your time looking at your mobile phone while waiting for your games. Spend your free time doing your coursework in all your subjects, okay? Because your primary objective for being in school is not simply to play, but to learn and comply with your academic requirements. Okay. So this is very good activity for our course. And take note, I'm very serious. Dili man hope. If you are late, you're really late in the submission. I'm serious. I will give you deductions if you are late because I gave you the deadline already. When did I give the deadline? Last week pa to, nga there was a deadline. Okay, so seryoso wag yun ninyo because university life is supposed to be an experience where you gain solid skills, solid academic skills. And as an instructor, I am really I am really faithfully adhering to the intent of the university to build academic skills in my students. I will not compromise on that. And I will not compromise also on the deadline that I set you. So if you were late on the submission, let me check the deadline for this project. I wrote the deadline. I don't have it in front of me, pero di ba na i-deadline akong itong gi-upload sa atong group chat. So if you are late, I will really give you kanang na deduction. So maningkamot kita, that's the essence of university life. There is just a degree of seriousness and a degree of paningkamot when it comes to building serious skills. Okay, so and the beneficiary of all these skills will be your strong performance throughout your stay in SLSU. It's not just the strong performance in our course, but the strong performance throughout your years in SLSU. That's the target that we are hitting at. That's the goal that we are looking for. And the efficiency that you will be able to do all your academic coursework with efficiency. So mo ni gitudloan ta karon. Thankful. I'm glad for the video that we watched. The video I'm giving you, go watch it because it's very good. It will teach us how to read academic literature more more efficiently, and then maybe this week or next week I will also teach you techniques for referencing efficiently. It will really save you time. Because it's with the use of information technology, makasave you of time. Very, very quick way of generating references. It will really save us time. So, Moni, we're thankful that we have all these learnings now because it will help us to achieve better results. We want to be result oriented. We don't want to be beating around the bush. Kanang magbalik-balik, liko-liko around the bush, waste of effort, waste of time, and then minimal, limited learning. We don't want to be beating around the bush. We want results and we want to have it efficiently. That's why we have these techniques right here. That's why we have these exercises because we're looking at your efficient performance through the years that you will be in SLSU, through the course of your stay in SLSU. Remember this project? Okay, go to Google Scholar. If you can't download the article that you like, you apply the Sci-Hub. Most of you are Infotech. You will know how you have fun using Sci-Hub, the various links there. And then the other projects as well, do not forget. So thank you for watching the video, and I will be looking forward to your submissions. And I hope you will somehow learn something solid out of this project that we have with academic papers, with scientific articles. Okay, so I'll see you in December, and I'll see you online as well. Okay, bye. Have a great weekend. Enjoy your weekend with your family there in your communities. Okay.